State College, Pennsylvania. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
I caught up with the Oregon head coach before the game. He knew all along that this new landscape in college football would be a challenge. That's why in the Big Ten, they were preparing all along for these West Coast teams to have to travel a long way. They've been putting some sports science research together to make sure their players have all of the information they need to perform at their best. We'll see if they can bring that to the field.
This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. Running inside, it's Davison. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Going with the ground game left. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Throwing more. Looking to the big tight end. Fires the pass, intercepted. He was looking. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got a little grass. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Moore to the air. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Dante Moore. It's complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. As they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to pass on 2nd down. They're setting up the screen. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Oregon! Wide receiver going in motion. Snags it and he's open. The 40. He's at the 20. And he eluded the defense and he'll... inside. It's Davison. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Sends it back in motion. Moore. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide-out level noise. There he goes. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on 1st down. Looking for space. It's Davison. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll go play action with Moore. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
On the move, he fires. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Ducks will punt this one away. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. And they can't get on top. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Running inside, it's Griffin. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Tight end now in motion. Look out, he's got room.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
Here's Moore to throw. Here comes the heat. It's complete. He's going to lose yardage on the play, steps out of bounds, and we're right at the 2-minute timeout. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Looking left. Makes a connection. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Ducks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Penn State will spend its 2nd timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. The Nittany Lions decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! And the Ducks peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. They'll start this 3rd quarter with a run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Might have a chance. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He uncorks one deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Ducks decide to punt it away. All the way back to the 15. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Throwing more. Here's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. More play action. Bringing the heat. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. The run inside. It's Davison. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Moore will throw. Unloads to the right. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking for room, it's Davison. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Running the red zone, it's Davison. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. And the Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Here's a little, headed to the end zone. Touchdown! Running inside, it's Davison. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Ducks have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Turning it on! He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Here's Raiola to throw. Finds his man. It's Johnson. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Ball down at the 33 gets the job done. It'll be first down. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Through the noise, Raiola tries to get him set. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. First down sack pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Here's a heat. Fires to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
Well,
now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Raiola to throw for it on 4th. He put some heat on that one down the middle. Oh! On on the run. It's Griffin, finding some room. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to put this one in the vault. Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go. Lining up from the 34 on first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
And the Ducks want to move quickly. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola on 3rd down. Trying to get rid of it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I think in this situation...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Needs it to keep this drive alive. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special.